Timer on. 1 minute and 30 seconds. And good morning, Mendel. Good morning, Yossi. Is it coming from here? Yes, it is. Okay, beautiful. Let's open up. Page 194. Third reading, Leviticus 2, 7 through 16. All sacrifices were salted just before they were burned on the altar. Okay. Sometimes we forget that other people are also human, just as us.
What?
So, therefore, we don't treat other people like we want to be treated. Also, we forget that they have feelings and stuff, and they have existence. They also are biased towards themselves, and all the good stuff. So sometimes, maybe that's all we need to think, is that other people exist the same way we exist. We want to be recognized. Other people want to be recognized. We, want to feel good. Other people want to feel good. Whatever it is that that we can do to help people, because sometimes we get so caught up in it that the only thing we can think about is what we want, and it doesn't have to. You don't have to repress that in order to help somebody else. Okay, Mendel, your turn. Go ahead. Mandy, it's your turn. Mandy, you have to take yourself off mute in order for us to hear you.
It's been so long that I forgot to take myself off mute. Or I took myself off mute, but I didn't realize it. Yeah, I don't know what, I heard FiveAlive changed a lot, so I don't really know. I don't know if it changed since the last time I was here. So, it's the same? Because, FiveAlive's been changing, every few months, from, the beginning, since I joined. No, it wasn't the beginning, but, since I came to FiveAlive, it changed a lot. So, yeah. Well, why is it, very empty? Is, a lot of people not here? It's too early in the morning? For me, tonight, because I was up all night, and I don't know, I haven't had a good, sleep cycle. I've been, it's been really crazy for me. Yeah. My parents are in Israel now. So, yeah. I don't know what to do. I'm just whatever. It's been difficult.
No,
Thank you, Mendel.
I'm the only one here, and that's basically only maybe one more person comes, but just once in a while. Hasn't come in a long time. Yeah, it's just me. Isaac. Jets is really cold now. My dad said is we went to Jets. So my father said, what is this kosher? This place? Because he never heard of Jeff's. It's so they have a Dodgers name for a kosher restaurant. And he's like, so what? I could call my father, my phone, Peter's phone, and I'll make a lot of money. Oh, Isaac, you go. You want to say something? Yes.
So, if it was from Yoni, he was probably talking about the other FiveAlive, which we started doing earlier, an hour earlier before Xidis. This is Xidis, and there's usually two guys, Coops and Yitzi Lunger. Now, Yitzi Lunger has joined a different chavrusa since I have been missing Xidis for a week already or more, because I actually only came once, because I had a baby, and I've been also on a very crazy sleep schedule, let's say. But I decided this morning I gotta go. I'm just gonna make sure to get there. And last night was a very long night. So, Baruch Hashem. I also have to finish 5 minutes early, so 8:55 is I'm gonna have to go. Elevating the four kingdoms. Al kol karbancha takriv melech vayikra beis yud gimel. God told Moses, "You must offer up salt on all your sacrifices." Some just to do some analysis. Salt on a wound, right? We know is just like making it hurt more. Hey, Shalom, good to see you. That's salt on a wound. Salt on some food could be delicious. Shalom, your turn.
I have no idea what we're talking about, but good morning. Hey, Mendy. It's good to see you. Oh, Mendy, you too. Hey, Yassi. So you're always going to be there. You're reliable. Always with that red sleeping bag. Just a second. Okay. Hey, Yassi, it's good to see you. I don't know. Okay, let me read some. I don't see a timer, but if I did, I'm sure I have some time left. Chabad.org. All sacrifices were salted just before they were burned on the altar. I have 33 seconds left. Why were they salted? And also, were the ones that were burnt up completely salted also? And why? If so, why? I'm done.
Ahmed Helman.
Yeah, so basically, I'm really confused to what Yossi said. Like, I didn't understand like anything he said. Like, it made no sense to me. He was like just like saying stuff, and I was confused. Like, not to me. It's like whatever. And what's the baby's name? That's another question. And hello, Yitzi. How you doing? Is that a sink over there? Oh, it looks like a sink from here. But like from this from the camera angle, from the camera it looks like a sink. But it looks really nice. Like the whole setup and everything. Like I wish I could come see it. You guys got new chairs. The table's the same. But yeah, it looks really awesome. I miss Jeff. And I see that mobile home still in the back. I could see from the camera. It's been there for like ever. And yeah, I need to sleep. Basically, I need to find a schedule, like to make myself a sleep routine. I have to train myself to sleep at night. That's what I need to do. I sleep like a baby. Wake up every hour crying.
Mandy, you didn't understand? You didn't understand. Pass.
That was profound. You didn't understand? You didn't understand. Rabbi Yaska, good morning. And Yitzi, good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. All four kingdoms of creation are incorporated in the sacrifices. Salt is the mineral element. The oil, wine, and flour that accompany sacrifices are the vegetative element. The animal itself is the animal element. The person offering the sacrifice and the priest officiating at the sacrifice are the human element. Through these representatives, the sacrifice elevates all four kingdoms of creation into holiness. So we got mineral, vegetative, animal, and person. And I guess the answer to your question, Shalom, is yes. Salt, even in the in the completely burnt offering, as we're saying, the point is not necessarily to put to make it taste good, to elevate the entire element of the entire mineral element. Nehemiah, good to see you. What's up? What's up? What's up? And you're showing me a paper which I did not read, but Sheikh, no.
Where are we? Similarly,
Mm-hmm.
similarly, the animal and vegetable foods that we eat is our own personal sacrifice, since by eating it, we transform into the fuel that enables us to fulfill God's commandment, thereby elevating it into holiness. It is context. Our tables are our own personal altar. Traditionally, the bread that we eat is first dipped into salt. In this way, we elevate all four kingdoms of creation at our table, just as they were in the sacrifices. Okay.
Okay, Rabbi Yaske.
Okay, good to see all of you. It's going to be funny that when you're successful, everyone's going to say is a partner. But probably the valuation of FiveAlive now becomes $1 billion. So all of you say, yeah, I have a witness. I was in FiveAlive. So get your lawyers ready, guys, and sue me. Because the Abishah is going to help us. That's what we're going for. That's Hashem. The whole world should realize God is real. So ask me, Yoske, where it goes from $1 billion to $1 trillion. So in reality, that's what the Abishah wants us to be, the ones who dishes out the money for the world, because we have what reason to give the money. So this looks like a show off, but God made us in a position like this. It's not a show off; it's a fact, and it's a fact that you see it. The whole world's going to see it sooner than you think. I mean, these days, Purim is coming, so we're suitable. So God willing, we should be. The world wants to know that we are serious people about God. So good to see you, Rabbi Shalom Schwarzberg. Good to see all of you, and it's very important, guys. We are accomplishing everything that the Rebbe wants to accomplish. We are making real the Creator, in fact.
Thank you, Rabbi Yaske. Shalom, go ahead.
Jessica, what are you saying? I like hearing what you have to say, but what are you saying? Yeah, I'm excited to see this money though. Money, as you say, turns me on, gets me going. Yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of personal successes recently, which is really cool. Like I don't know, I came here to do FiveAlive, but like I'm just sort of developing better habits than I have in my life. Not excusing myself, not letting myself slip. Like even when I think I'm not, whatever. I just know like if I let myself start slipping, like that's really where it really starts. And if I don't let myself start, then I'm good. And I just gotta stay aware of what I'm doing. And I'm very happy that I've been sharp. I haven't been letting like my impulses control me, even though it's been difficult. So it's really good. And this goes like for a lot of things. So hopefully I'll be healthier. Like hopefully by the end of this year I'll be a lot healthier and a lot like mentally and physically. I'll just read something quickly. All four kingdoms of Similarly, the animal and vegetable food that we eat is our own personal sacrifice. Since by eating it, we transform it into the fuel that enables us to fulfill God's commandments, thereby elevating into holiness. In this context, our table These are our own personal altars tradition.
Thank you. Nehemiah.
Good afternoon, people. How's everyone doing? Isaac, it's good to see you. Yaska, good to see you. Sean, what's up? Yossi, good morning. And Yossi. Yeah. I was trying to plan something out for Purim. We were supposed to get like a flatbed truck, get like 8 speakers, everything, make it happen. And we just cancelled it today. So it was very annoying, due to money, of course. Yeah, I'm sitting in studio like every day for at least 3 hours a day, working. Yeah, I'm trying to work on the mad track for Perm, so I can put it out for Perm. I'm tired. Yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm. Pass, 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 pass.
Third reading, Leviticus 2:7-6. I don't want to read that again. Okay, Sefer Memoriam 5745, pages 3. Again, it says, pages 3 and 129. All 4 kingdoms of creation are incorporated in the sacrifices. Salt is the mineral element. The oil, wine, and flour that accompany sacrifices are the vegetative element. The animal itself is the animal element. The person offering the sacrifice and the priest officiating at the sacrifice are the human element. Through these representatives, the sacrifice elevates all 4 kingdoms of creation into holiness. Okay, so even though Mendel's not here, my baby's name is Meir Shloim Megetza. And I think because of Shalom, I want to respond because of our talk. I think that also helped me control my impulses better. So it's interesting how this kind of things work. Anyways, so shkoyach. Good. What is that? Success breeds success. So should keep our things on positive. And quite a few times I've been learning Tanya, and I've been thinking about you, Shalom. So definitely, if you aren't, you should definitely put some effort into learning some Tanya. And it really has hefty and necessary advice.
I mean, salt is usually good with a lot of things. Sometimes it's not good with a lot of things. But, I mean, there's a few stories I heard about that someone didn't have food or something or drink. I don't know what they were on a hike and they needed salt or something. I think you told me or someone told me. I thought it was pretty cool. Um, I mean, we don't really realize that salt is important. Um, Sometimes we could realize, sometimes we wouldn't. But I mean, I like salt in my food. A lot of people like more salt than others. But yeah, um, yes.
Rabbi Yoske.
I'm going to share with you something interesting. I think it was of note. When I used to watch a movie, so the last half hour of the movie, I used to close the movie. Because I said the guy, the producer, made an idea. I should finish the idea the way I want. I didn't want to be manipulated. So look what's happened to me lately. Lately, sometimes you come out to people, come with ideas, how to deal with people. They come with brilliant ideas, very knowledgeable. And I start to listen to the guy who speaks the idea. But I don't let him finish. The last 15 minutes or something, I shut it. Because I know what he speaks already. They want to copy the Tanya. They want to understand what we do. and nobody understand that we are in the best place in the world, basically. But the way we speak, even our body is so relaxed that nobody in the world has a relaxation in our body. That's why Yosef Kuban can lie down over here and sleep. Otherwise, he feel agitated. He want to do exercise now because he wants to be a strong man. But he knows deep down, for the long run, he can lie down now in the right place because 90 years from now on, he will be relaxed. So that's why he doesn't go out to the gym now. But he should go a little exercise. Not a bad idea. So I want to say, when I spoke to you about what I mentioned, the billion, trillion, it's reality, thank God. Basically, we are making the reality.
Thank you, Rieske. Shalom.
We ask you're speaking facts. I think that's actually pretty interesting. Like, because the whole idea is that we're taking the idea in our own heads and then applying it to our own lives. We don't need people planting full ideas in our minds. We need partial ideas that like let us use whatever we know already and make it real. And it's really cool that like you'd shut it off like 15 minutes before because then you get to create. And anyway, the idea is a fantasy for like a movie. And like I don't need the fantasy to end somewhere. I can just, spin a billion different endings to how it could end. Like end however I want. I have a lot of ways this thing could end. I don't have to like have one way it ends and then it's like could be unsatisfying. It's cool. Yeah, I've been learning Tanya. I've been trying to learn Tanya recently, slacking off a little bit like in the past few days, but I'm making a concentrated effort and it's so fascinating. Like the one thing I remember, even though I haven't like sat down and like delved into it, I remember hearing Mal Shalat and like I'm like anytime like I have something that's I feel like is about to control me, I'm like, no, I'm in control of like all my desires and all like any negative habit I want to start developing. Like, and I know what's right for me and I know what's wrong. So like, I make sure to remember that line. It's very cool.
Yes.
Should I pass or should I not pass? Pass.
After a heavy debate, he decides to pass. It's good. It's good. Shkoyach for the effort. Shkoyach for the effort. First question. Why FiveAlive? Why are we doing this? Why are we sitting here and learning like this? Wouldn't it be better for like one of us, whichever one of us is like smart and stuff, should give like a share and the rest of us will learn or something? I don't know. So why FiveAlive? What's the benefit? So the story with Reb Tzvi is that he was very like passionate about having salt with every meal because it says he's supposed to have salt in every meal, and it's very important. So he always had salt on him. And then they went on a Jets trip. Maybe probably it was a Yuska trip. It's my guess. To the Grand Canyon, and they were going on a hike down the Grand Canyon. And the guys decided they're going all the way to the bottom. They're going on a hike and they're hiking. And then the ranger over there stopped them and says, "You can't go. You guys are not equipped." Like, what do you mean? We have tons of water. He's like, "No, guys, sorry, you can't just go with water because it doesn't hydrate you if you have just water. You need salt." And he's like, "No way!" He pulls out a bag of salt and he's like, "I got salt." And the guy's like, "Okay." The guy let him go. So that's the story with Tzvi and the salt. So I don't know how to apply this so much yet, but I'm gonna make an effort to have salt in every meal this week.
You'll start. You can also have tomorrow too. But too. We'll have a lot. I mean, salt is part of your body too, so that's why you need salt. See, every time you have salt, you're adding extra. I think. What's the joke? Nothing. I mean, I think that the reason we're doing FiveAlive is because everyone gets to speak and they get to say whatever they want, and they know that if we're in one group, a small group, where no one's gonna say anything like, "Oh yeah, this guy said this," and then next thing you know, he'll probably get like embarrassed, like, "Yeah, I'm only telling you guys this because I trust you," and it also helps us speak and learn how to interact with people a lot. Yeah. Yes, yeah, your turn.
Okay, I'm happy that you asked a question. I just, if you speak about the Grand Canyon, I was down there and I said I can't go up. It's so hot. The sun was shining on the wall. And I couldn't in the source thing. And you looked for a bush. Ask Tzvi. We looked for a small tree to put our heads under. Maybe there's a little shade. And I said to myself, Yoski, maybe the helicopter to take me away. And I said I couldn't. As you probably remember, and I went slow. When I got up, you know what's happened? A lot of guys told me, Yoske, we couldn't make it. We saw you making it. We were embarrassed. That's why you went up. So I didn't realize when you do something, you affect so many people or save people's life. So officially, I can tell you, we're gonna make what the original plan. Ask Moses ministers. We're gonna be FiveAlive with the ministers of Moses. Who doesn't want to have a minister like Itzi? Itzi is the amazing person. Give you advice. Joseph Kupperman is advised. You see the people, real people. People want to have real ministers. Minister of 10, 100. And I go for the valuation for $1 billion. I have experience in it. And it costs a lot of money. With Hashem, we are moving. We're going to make a big time. And we are moving in, God willing, thank God. And I was always wondering if I name what I want is going to be. And I called, this ask Moses ministers available. Got it. So I bought it today. When I make my email, as was the minister.
Thank you, Bielska. Shalom.
I don't know. The point I took out of the story with the salt and Ortzi is like, I don't know if this even whatever. Not feeling very confident with my words right now. I'm just like overthinking it a little bit. Yeah, what do I want to say? Yeah, I guess the thing I took out of that is that where you have like a lot of tools we're given or ideas for tools we can develop over time, like the salt, and like we can be using it every single day, and then one day, besides doing us good for every single day that we're using it because it's a good thing for us, it could also come in handy for a much bigger, more special moment, like being able to do the entire Grand Canyon. That's pretty cool. Yes, you're awake. That's so cool. Yeah. I like the idea of the more I learn about the base of Mikdash and like their carbonas and stuff like that, it's about like taking a lot of elements, taking everything and just making it one. It's a little bit spiritual, but it still has that idea that we're trying to put everything in this world together, and it's all for one purpose. And it doesn't seem like it should be. Doesn't seem on the surface level like it would be that, but it is.
Thank you, Shalom. So I never did that movie thing. Jessica told me about that years ago, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not like that. I'm watching a movie. I'm only watching a movie so that I could lose my brain. I'm not watching it so that I could use my brain. I'm trying to watch something so I don't want to finish it off myself. I want to have somebody else's thing. If not, what am I watching the movie for? So I found that very difficult. I never did it. I was never able to do it, I should say. I was never able. I'm sure I was able. I never actually got myself to watch half a movie and not finish it because I want to finish it up myself. And it probably would make me think about it for way more than I want to. Anyways, that's my take on that, Rabbi. But I like what you're saying about how you start using about people speaking, all the inspirational stuff and the things that people say, and you finish it yourself. I like that idea. I like that Yitzi mentioned the idea of trust. He says, like, why are we sitting here like this? Different benefits. And one of the things he said is because he's saying we have a group of guys here, and I'm saying that I trust you. I'm saying something here because I trust you. So I really like that. You said that, Yitzi. Appreciate that. I And I also thought of a question because of what Itzi said, that if we have salt in our body already, so why do I have to bring salt to the carbon?
Because you're not really sacrificing yourself. Because when you touch, if you have like a chicken and you made it, and you don't put salt in it, let's say, and you're like, if I touch it, there'll be salt. Like, no, there's salt on you, but there's salt on like in your body, but it's not gonna like come out. That's why you still need to put salt. Probably, my answer, right? One second. Oh, pass.
Rabbi Yosef.
So lucky me learning Posach Eliyahu, lucky me connecting to reality. So I remember when I used to see it, like I had this idea of small ministers from when before I came to Jets, or by Jets 15 years ago. I said, godly guidance. I was intimidated by people telling me, godly guiding, and don't do ministers. It's so I realized Avraham Avinu did ministers. Avraham Avinu, the Medrash says, Avraham Avinu, those days everybody sacrificed their children. One morning, I was saying about my memory. The Medrash said, one morning he said, guys, I'm going to sacrifice my child. They said, you said you're not allowed. It's idols. He said, you're right. You're not allowed. But we got told to. So I'm telling you, ask Moses minister is a bomber. And me going to be Moses minister, Melech HaMashiach in action. We use Moses because he's the Ged Rishon, gives us the incentive to realize Melech HaMashiach is here. Because everybody knows about Moses. And Moses is reality. So Moses says, the Torah says, Melech HaMashiach is here. So all the Goyim are going to join and ask question Moses ministers. Because they see in FiveAlive, are they learn, are they real bringing Mashiach all the way.
Sean?
Yes, you make a good point with the question. I'm thinking like, what if this is just okay, whatever. I don't believe that this is actually a big hoax, but what if it was a big hoax? One day he wakes up, oh, I'm gonna sacrifice my child. God told me. Then in order to cover up, because he doesn't want to sacrifice his child, also he wants to like look good in everyone's eyes. He's like, an angel came to me and told me to stop right at that moment because I did the right thing. Like there's like him and like one other person there. I don't know. They tripped out shrooms or something. I don't know. They tripped out there, and I don't know. Like they decided that was the story. Whatever. I don't believe that's true, but I'm saying the psychological part of it. I feel like that can make sense. Whatever. They were living in a weird time. I don't know what people were doing with their time. If they were bored, I'd have no idea like how they entertain themselves. I have an idea, but whatever. I don't want to think about it. Yeah. 22 seconds. Yeah, everyone have an amazing day. I enjoy this a lot. I don't know why. I get to talk about like things I like, which is cool. And yeah, like for the future, I'll try to put a more concentrated effort into like sticking to the text. And if I could, I'll tie whatever things I want to say into that.
Okay, I must run. So, Mashiach now. Thank you very much, everybody. Good to see you again.